Ladies and gentlemen, the once unthinkable is happening. Barack Obama, the man who sailed into the White House on a wave of hope and change, is now watching his legacy crumble before his eyes. The Democrat Party, in a desperate move, has called Obama back to the front lines. But here's the kicker: he's losing the very demographic that propelled him to power. That's right, folks. Black voters, especially men, are fleeing the Democrat plantation in droves. And Obama, he is in full panic mode. Now, check this out. Are you listening? As Obama scrambles to save the Democrat vote, smart Americans are securing their financial future. Our country's national debt has skyrocketed past $35 trillion, and political uncertainty is at an all-time high. Meanwhile, gold has surpassed $2,400 an ounce while politicians make empty promises. Smart money is moving into what the Constitution deems real money, gold and silver. If you've got funds in a low-interest account or a 401k IRA, call Global Gold Investments. That number's on the screen. 888-700-4148. Mention Next News for a free 2024 Protect Your Wealth and Retirement Guide and complimentary portfolio analysis. You can also visit IRAGoldproof.com. It's linked in the description. Remember, when politicians falter, gold stands strong. Okay, so Democrats, yes, it's panic now. They see the numbers. We've got them here. We're going to share them with you. They are losing the black vote. Like, they are just fleeing the Democrat Party. I got some reactions also that you're gonna crack up when you see this. But first, a Georgia GOP Chairman, Josh McCoon, says that black voters are flocking to Trump in numbers that he's never seen.
This is going to, it's obvious. I've been involved in Georgia politics for 20 years. I've never had as many conversations with black voters saying they're voting for the Republican candidate for president as I've had this year with black voters saying they're voting for President Trump. And that softness in the polling, the fact that she hasn't closed the deal, the fact they're sending Barack Obama to Georgia to try to rally black voters, particularly black male voters, shows that they know they have a very significant problem. This is going to be competitive. It's obviously going to be close. But these data points give us a lot of encouragement that President Trump is really making even more inroads than he did in 2020 with that critical black vote. If we can get to 20% of the black vote in the state, it will be an early night in Georgia.
Yep. The night the lights went out in Georgia. That was on the Charlie Kirk show earlier. So Democrats panicking. 31%. This is actually back October. Let's see. 31% of black voters say they're voting for President Trump, a historic margin. Yeah, they are freaking out. Remember this report from Angie.
Upward shift among young black and Latino males leaning towards former President Trump's perceived masculinity. This striking appeal, as legend speculates, could potentially impact Biden's campaign. Furthermore, a prevailing debate over the economy's current status is stoking further unrest. Despite the notion of a thriving economy, many Americans grapple with inflation and increased living costs. With Biden's declining support among black voters, attention is increasingly focused on the role of disinformation about Trump's economic legacy in shaping public opinion. As this race intensifies, every voter's sentiment and candidate appeal matter more than ever. Don't miss Gary's new ebook, The Silent Coup, link in the bio. John Legend,
Angie.
renowned liberal activist.
Link in the bio.
Recently
You can check
particularly
that out.
black male voters, shows that
shut up.
they know they have
What?
a very significant problem.
Okay. Yeah, link in bio. Get my ebook. You'll find it in the description as well. So that was back in June. So they've been hemorrhaging the black vote for quite some time. 30% of black vote, Trump wins. This is Miss Trevian Kuti on X, stating 30% of the black vote, Trump wins. 35% of the black vote, Trump wins by a landslide. Right now, in cities like New York, Atlanta, Detroit, Trump is polling at 40% among registered black voters. 65% of black men and 25% black women are voting for Trump. Yep, they are leaving in droves. So, yes, Kamala Harris has a huge problem. Harris is trying to reverse a steep decline in black turnout in Wisconsin. Wisconsin has seen the largest drop in black voter turnout in the country. Democrats' chances of winning it may rest on reversing that trend. Now, listen to this. In 2012, with Barack Obama on the ballot, 78.5% of the state's black voting age population went to the polls, according to census data. But that rate began to plummet in 2016 when 46.8% of the state's black voting age cast a ballot, falling to 43.5% in 2020. The unemployment rate for Wisconsin's black residents hits 5.6% during the second quarter of 2024, nearly double the state's overall rate of 2.9. Financial news website 24/7 Wall Street has consistently named Wisconsin as the worst state for black Americans in its annual ranking. Black men are waiting for a Democrat Party that delivers for them. Black men's reconsideration of the Democrat Party is the worst kept secret of the progressive left. Black voters who aren't Democrats still may be a small minority, but with the speed and reach of the internet, these voices are increasingly amplified at levels exceeding what many ever thought possible. Now, Brian, go vertical because I'm going to play this clip of this hilarious clip of these voters. Wait till you guys see this. This is probably the funniest thing you'll ever see on the internet. Black dudes are not vibing with Harris.
Man, we not about to vote. Yeah. Who you voting for? Trump. Come on, bro. Harris tells backwards, bro. What? Harris. Man, we not voting for that, man. We voting for Trump, man. And who you voting for, Trump or Kamala? Man, Trump. We ain't with that Indian ass, man. Who, Kamala? Yeah, we ain't. Why you don't with her? Because she them immigrants. I'm black. So why you ride with Trump so much? Them Venezuelans taking all our bread. Hey, Trump or Kamala? Shit, Trump, be honest. Why Trump, though? He used to keep immigrants out, so, you know, it was able for us to get jobs. It's hard for us to get jobs now, shit, because immigrants taking over. And they do it better than us, though, but they taking our man. All right, so this election around, you voting for Trump? Hell yeah, fuck Camilla, fuck. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not for her. Her ass Venezuelans, for them. That's over with. I don't with her. Like, what would make you want to vote for Kamala? I ain't gonna lie, we was the last two people on earth. Still wouldn't do that shit. Damn. On bro grave. It's like that? Yeah, it's like that. I don't with her. I go with Trump. She ain't no good. I'll put it like that. So whoever wanna believe and go with her, check her history. Y'all turn around then. So you wouldn't vote for a black woman? It's gonna be the first black woman in office. Let me tell you something, man. Ain't no man is gonna listen to no woman. Period. Not in y'all country or my country or another country. There's no man gonna listen to no woman. I mean, but we can make history. Man, we could, but it's not gonna be history, bro. That's gonna start World War III soon as she get in. Kamala or Trump? Trump? Yeah. Come on, bro. Kamala till it's backwards, man, bro. What you talking? Kamala, we voting for Trump, bro. What are you talking about? You know damn well we don't Kamala. Trump. Why, bro? Give out free stamps and everything. You tweaking. Yeah, that's how you feel. Do us. You tweaking. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I vote Kamala. Man, we you and Kamala. Come on, bro. I can't even have my opinion. Damn, bro. Bro, you voting for you, so you with that all them Venezuelans? You with all that goofy? Yeah. Nah, ain't no yeah. That's why I shit up because of you.
Oh man, that's what I woke up to this morning. I couldn't believe what I saw. So this is all. I mean, there's so much evidence here, and the Democrats are in panic mode, and they sent out Barack Obama. Benny Johnson says, sickening watching a weary, broken Obama descend into end-stage race-hatred politics. Obama barks at scared young black men demanding the brothers support Kamala because she grew up like you and went to college with you and had to work harder. Pure racist identity politics. Let's watch. Let's see how much we can stomach of this.
I'm going to speak to you as a community.
Vertical, please.
Is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly and say that when you have a choice that is this clear when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences. Who's had to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land.
So they're in desperate mode right now. They know that she is losing the black vote. Here is CNN freaking out about it. Horizontal, please.
Of color is because he has really gone.
I would argue
right?
we're not really
gone in and
really thriving right now.
grabbed a lot of voters that he didn't
Down people from being
previously have the working class, right? So this
Okay,
talking about the working class, right? So this is the margin among non-college graduates, all right? The voters of color. You go back 4 years ago, look at that. Joe Biden won that group by 45 points. Look at where Kamala Harris's support is today. She's still leading amongst that group, but that lead is down 17 points to just 28 points. And I will note that the margin among voters of color who actually graduate college has only been changed by 5 points. 5 points compared to 4 years ago. The reason Donald Trump is doing so well amongst voters of color is because he has really gone in and grabbed a lot of voters that he didn't previously have among those who didn't graduate college. And this is part of a larger trend that we're seeing throughout our politics era, in which Republicans, specifically Donald Trump, is doing very, very well among working class voters, whether they were in unions, whether they went to trade school, or whether they're voters of color. The fact is Donald Trump seems to have gone into a hotbed of traditional Democratic support and made a lot of movement in ways I don't think a lot of people would have thought when he went down that escalator just back in 2015.
All right.
So that's on CNN, and you know that Kamala Harris's team, they're talking in the back rooms. They got CNN on. They're paying attention. When they see these numbers, they freak out, and that's why Barack Obama hit the trail so hard. And Patriots in Wisconsin, this is great. Patriots in Wisconsin are doing something totally unprecedented right now. A project called Move the Needle is going door to door in black neighborhoods in Milwaukee, educating black voters on why they must vote for Trump, and it's working. Here's some still shots of that in action. People are signing up and they are getting on the Trump train. Do you guys remember C.J. Pearson? I remember him when he was like, I don't know, 14 years old. Well, now he is 22, and he is really happy to vote for Trump. Let's see what he has to say here.
They look like me, especially when that person who looks like me doesn't give a damn about me. Kamala, so I'm C.J. Pearson, one of the young black men that President Obama yesterday tried to lecture into supporting Kamala Harris just because she, quote, looks like me. Now, guys, I don't know about y'all, but I think that my ancestors fought far too hard for my right to vote in this country for me to support someone just because they look like me. Especially when that person who looks like me doesn't give a damn about me. Kamala Harris, throughout her entire political career, hasn't done a single thing for black people, black men, or anyone, actually, for that matter. She failed to secure the border. She hasn't created a single job. She is actually probably uniquely terrible at her job. Barack Obama, another person who didn't do a damn thing for black people when he was president, believes that black men should set aside our disagreements, set aside our grievances, and just take one for the team. Barack, we've been taking one for the team when it comes to supporting the Democrat Party for decades. And what do we have to show for it? Our inner cities are destroyed. Violent crime is up. We are living in poverty in too many communities across this country. That is the reality of progressive policies in this country and all across America. So no, Barack, I'm not going to support Kamala Harris because you said that is my duty as a young black man. No, I'm going to support Donald Trump, the president who actually delivered for black people, brought about the lowest black unemployment rate in our nation's history, the president who actually gave a damn about our community. That's not rocket science, Barack. It's common sense.
Yep.
One of the
That's just one. Here's another one.
This because we're talking
young black men.
Obama, I'm a black man and I'm voting for
Sorry, Obama, I'm a black man and I'm voting for Donald Trump for president, and there is no amount of lecturing or bullying or shaming that you can do that is going to make me change that decision. I am not afraid to vote for Kamala Harris because she is a woman. I refuse to vote for Kamala Harris because she has spent the last 4 years destroying this country. She has spent the last 4 years throwing up the borders to illegal immigrants. She has spent the last 4 years destroying this economy. We have seen over the past couple of months that she is not fit to be president. She can barely speak. She can't articulate a vision. And actually, she's pretty stupid. And if you think that I, as a black man, am going to let that waltz into the White House, that is going to get my vote because you're lecturing me and you're bullying me, and you may be the surrogate black dad for a lot of fatherless black boys that are running around this country, but I got a dad. I know who he is, and it ain't you. I'm voting for Donald Trump for president. Take it or leave it. Sorry, Obama.
That was
Sorry,
Rob
Obama.
Smith online.
I'm a black man.
Stumping for Trump.
Matter more than ever.
Come on, turn this off.
The ebook, The Silent Coup, link in the bio.
Okay. You guys know who Van Jones is? Love that guy. He is making a huge difference. We got some remarks from him in a second, but this one is classic here.
I'm a Trump supporter.
I'll vote for Trump. I'll go for Donald Trump. Me too. I'll go for Trump.
Trump the best.
Nah, I'm a Trump supporter.
I'm a Trump supporter, man. Trump. Hey, y'all know we gonna need Trump in that joint.
But everything Trump over on this side of town.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him.
That was from Benny Johnson. Okay, here's Van Jones.
Jones, former state representative. Hello, America, and hello, Georgia. I'm Vernon Jones, former state representative from the great state of Georgia. And I'm out doing my normal morning jog. By the way, it's a great day to be in Georgia. It's a beautiful fall day. But anyhow, I just had to pause for the cause. I, like many of you, observed and listened and watched Barack Obama last night as he addressed black men. But as a black man, he did everything but address us. What he did, he berated black men, he rebuked black men, he even scolded black men. Primarily because we will not fall in line and vote for Madam Lock-Up-Her Brother, Kamala Harris, because that's her record. As if black men are too stupid that we can't vote our self-interest, what's best for us, our pocketbook, our families. As if we've been immune to the past 3.5 years, as if we don't know that gas prices have been higher under Kamala Harris, food prices higher under Kamala Harris, interest rates on home mortgages higher under Kamala Harris, and runaway borders under Kamala Harris. But you know what? That's what the liberal white Democratic Party did. They dispatched Barack Obama out there to whip black men back on the plantation to vote Democrat. And you know, President Obama, he meant a lot to black people, but he didn't do anything for black people. And for him to want to come down from his mansion in Martha's Vineyard and tell black men how we should vote, really? You don't even live in Chicago anymore. You left your black community, Barack Obama, and you want to tell us how to vote? We're not having that, and we're not voting for Kamala Harris. Hello, America.
Yep. So he's losing it. I think we got some more here. We got CJ. Yeah, we did that. Okay. President Trump says, I think Obama will be voting for me after he admitted there's a lack of enthusiasm for Kamala. Look at this post. Obama admits lack of enthusiasm for Kamala, especially with black men. I think Obama will be voting for me. Donald Trump posting that. You got to love his post, man. You really do. Let's see. Here is, okay, this is good. This is good. Scott Jennings on CNN. Now, keep in mind, there's like maybe 4 or 5 people who are still watching CNN. But this is Scott Jennings talking about the Democrats struggling with men of all races.
Said about him. I mean, this is a political party that thinks gender is just a state of mind, and all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, we have trouble with moderate biological males. I mean, who is surprised about this?
Yeah,
I think Democratic Party elites like Obama and like others have been viciously attacking Donald Trump since 2016. And everything they've said about him is what they have always said about him. And I don't think it's particularly effective right now. I think their problem isn't attacking Trump. Their problem is finding reasons to give people to support Kamala Harris, this stop he made in this plea he's making to African-American men. I mean, he said today he insulted them. I mean, he, first of all, admits that they're not enthusiastic about her. He said, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president, and you're coming up with other alternatives and reasons for that. And I think one thing we've seen about Democrats over the years is that when they can't convince you to do something, they begin to insult you. Obama specifically, when he was having trouble with rural voters in Pennsylvania, go back all the way into his campaigns, he insulted them about their culture and values. I don't think it's helpful to insult a group of people who are already not enthusiastic about your campaign, but I think that's what he did today. The story tonight is they're struggling with men, Obama's insulting men, and they're out saying, well, let's fix it by sending Tim Walz out and hiring Mitt Romney. It's crazy to me.
I'm sorry, this is not a campaign strategy to name Mitt Romney the Secretary of State.
Are you agreeing?
I don't
This is a suggestion in a report.
Exactly. I don't think I don't think we should force any candidate to name who their cabinet is prior to even winning. I think they should be out there talking to voters.
I totally agree.
Mitt Romney for Secretary of State under a Kamala campaign administration? Oh, boy. Yeah. That's definitely going to drive people away. I think we got one more clip here. Yeah, this is Nina Turner, again, on CNN, blasting Democrats and Obama for focusing frustrations on black men.
Points, they need to appeal to the needs of the voters. And so when I was a delegate for President Obama in both of his elections in Ohio, right now the vice president is down 11 points in Ohio, even though I fully expect President Trump to take Ohio as he did twice, but to be down 11 points compared to President Biden, that is a problem. But this other issue I want to bring up is a problem too. Why are black men being lectured to? Why are black men being belittled in ways that no other voting group? Now, a lot of love for former President Obama, but for him to single out black men is wrong. And some of the black men that I have talked to have their reasons why they want to vote a different way. And even if some of us may not like that, we have to respect it. So unless President Barack Obama is going to go out and lecture every other group of men from other identity groups, my message for Democrats is don't bring it here to black men who, by and large, don't vote much differently from black women.
So the whole house of cards, Democrats taking the black vote for granted, it's all collapsing. They know it. They're bringing out Barack Obama. Once a golden boy, the Democrat Party now reduced to begging for votes. But the real story here is the mass exodus of black voters from the Democrat fold. Is this the end of the Democrats' stranglehold on the black vote? Or will Obama's last-ditch effort stem the tide? I don't think so. More importantly, what does this mean for the future of American politics? Share your thoughts in the comments below because the political earthquake is only just beginning.